Jack it up. Jack it up.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel, and we could see Manchester City lift the Premier League title today. We are 15 minutes away from kickoff and maybe only an hour or so, 2 hours or so away from seeing Manchester City. I don't think they'll lift the title today, will they? They will wait till the end of the season, but they will be lifting the Premier League title, confirmed if they were to pick up 3 points today. City need 2 points from the remaining 4 games. A draw today would do. And Pep Guardiola has gone, absolutely crazy today with his formation. It's good to see a couple in the live comments there, Man City fan. A lot of blue hearts there. And come on City, says Conrad Plays. We've got Emil Smith-Rowe in the comments. He says, is Pep on something with that formation? Well, I feel like he is. I've actually left it as a 4-3-3 when it comes to the team on your screen right now. But when we show the teams, City and Chelsea up against each other, you'll see that it looks a bit odd. You know, I don't think it actually is going to be a 4-3-3. We don't know what Pep's playing. I've just done it like that because what's the point of trying to guess what Pep's doing? It takes so long to make graphics, you know, that will probably be wrong anyway in the end. Emil Smith-Rowe says 5 at the back. Yeah, it could be a 5 at the back. It could really be a 5 at the back. They're not playing Billy Gilmore at left wing back though. Don't worry about that one. That one is wrong. The final's on your birthday. Well, happy birthday for the final. Hopefully you see City win over Chelsea on the Champions League final because City are there now. Which one of you was it on the face reveal? It was both of us. So me and Alex. Alex was the one in the City jersey. I was the one in the Celta Vigo jersey. So Manchester City versus Chelsea today. So that is the side I've put out. 9 changes today for Pep. But let's have a look at the two sides against each other and how I think it is going to look in this game. So with those 9 changes, and Tuchel's made a couple of changes as well, the German Chelsea manager. Them two, Pep and Tuchel are very good friends. They were talking before kickoff for a long period of time. I think they both don't want to give anything away, do they? They really don't want to give anything away to the final. So they both go in to do something a little bit different, rest a few players, just to, say, you know what, you're not going to guess everything we are going to do today. And the change in City side, I mean, Pep Guardiola is known to be the man that invented, say, the false 9, playing without strikers. Well, today, he's playing without midfielders, isn't he, pretty much? Only one midfielder in that City side. It's odd, and judging by the players that are out there, this is the way it's going to look. So, in goal, we have Ederson. It's looking like a back 3. 3 centre-backs have been named. Ruben Diaz, Aymeric Laporte, and Nathan Ake. Then the 2 full-backs named are Benjamin Mendy, Cancelo. So, immediately thinking, you know what, that was a back 5. Then you've got Rodri, who's the only midfielder named in this formation. The only midfielder named today in the midfield in what seems to be on his own. And then a 4 up top. They've got Ferran Torres on the right, possibly. Raheem Sterling on the left. And then it's Sergio Aguero and Gabriel Jesus for the middle. I mean, this is probably the most Pep crazy lineup we've ever had, isn't it? It is for a long time. I've never seen him do something as ridiculous as this. We'll see how it goes, We could see maybe Ferran drop into that midfield. He's got that quality. Cancelo definitely will probably go into that midfield. Maybe it's more of a, I don't know, Ferran and Mendy holding the wing. A 3 at the back, a 2 midfielder, Cancelo and Rodri. Ferran, Torres and Mendy on the wide areas. And then Sterling, Aguero and Jesus through the middle. We'll see how it goes, really. We'll see how it goes. As for Chelsea, they've changed it up a little bit as well. Less defences, you could say, in their lineup. Usually Azpilicueta, who's more of a centre-back, isn't he, these days? In a back 3, is in playing at right wing-back. So it's Mendy in goal. It's James, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger and Alonso in that back 5 to Chelsea. We've got Billy Gilmour and N'Golo Kante in the midfield too. Hakim Ziyech on the right. Christian Pulisic on the left. And then it's Timo Werner, the goal scorer who scored in that semi-final against Real Madrid after Kai Havertz chipped it onto the bar. He's through the middle, Timo Werner today. Sophie says 2 onto City. Predictions coming in already. Do give us your predictions. Let us know what you think the scoreline will be, who you think is going to score. City have got 4 strikers out there today, so surely they'll get a goal. Pep not your Bielsa, where he's Foden and Mount. Well, both are being rested, I think, aren't they? Both played at really good games, didn't they, in those Champions League semi-finals. And that's why Foden and them are not there. So you were in the left as Emil Smith wrote in the video. Yeah, I had the Celta Vigo shirts on. I've got longish brown hair. I had glasses on as well. I can't see the screen when sat too close to it. That was me. I think you know which one I am now. Surely you know which one I am now. So City versus Chelsea today, a big one. Like I said, City could win the Premier League. Emil Smith Rose says 2-0 Chelsea with that lineup. Yeah, well, I don't think many City fans will be confident in that lineup, will they? Me as a City fan, I'm not incredibly confident with that lineup. I can see why he's done it. He's trying not to give anything away. He knows that City only need 2 points from the remaining 4 games. I think a draw today, imagine if City were to win today with that lineup, I think Chelsea would be very disappointed. And I think we know the way City are going to line up in the final anyway, don't we? Barring injuries or suspensions or so on, we will see Ederson in goal. We will see a sort of back line of Walker, Diaz, Stones and Zinchenko. We will see a midfield 3 of either Fernandinho or Rodri, and then with Bernardo Silva and Gundo on either side, and then a front 3, a false 9 of Kevin De Bruyne, Foden on the left and Mahrez on the right. We will see that in the Champions League final. I'm pretty sure of that. I think the only one is between whether Fernandinho or Rodri will start. And hence why Rodri's starting today with Fernandinho. Maybe a little bit tired. But don't take too much notice of our graphic of the formation. Let's just try to sort of tell you what players are in there. But it does look like it'll sort of be a 3 at the back. I think Ferran Torres is going to play wide right. I think Mendy's going to play wide left. And we'll still have a front 3 of Sterling, Aguero and Jesus. And then we'll have, Rodri in that midfield role, holding with Joao Cancelo. But it's a very interesting side from Pep Guardiola, isn't it? A really interesting side. So hopefully it works out. Maybe it'll confuse Chelsea, this formation. It's uncertain, isn't it? Very uncertain. We're nearly on 1,070 subscribers. The subscriber count, if you're wondering, only goes up out now through YouTube through tens. So, I think we're on around 666. 1,066, subscribers. So that won't go up until we hit to the 70, then it'll change on screen for you. So if you just think, oh, my live count isn't working, it is working, it's just the way YouTube do it. It doesn't actually count the ones in between. I suppose if you're, into the millions, like some of these YouTubers are, you want to count the one that some channels are gaining something like 30,000 subscribers a month, which is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Is Pep actually Mikel, says an Smith Rowe. Well, Mikel Arteta had a shocker, didn't he, for Arsenal on Thursday in that Europa League game. I actually watched that game ahead of the United game. I quite like Villarreal. They've got some really interesting players, haven't they? Shame to see Chukwueze go off injured early on in that Villarreal game, but Gerard Moreno should have scored, actually. Gerard Moreno, unlike him to miss his chance. Pau Torres looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't he, as a centre-back? Surely he's got, he's on the list of a few big clubs, maybe a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, someone like that. Surely we'll see Pau Torres move to one of those sides, and maybe even to City, depending on how things go in the transfer window. If you see Aymeric Laporte say he's not happy with his game time, he wants to leave. Nathan Ake has been rumoured to be wanting to leave as well. Maybe Pau Torres is the one that could be very interested. Villarreal won't win the final, Emil Smith Rowe. No, United will beat them pretty easily. See there in the league table, it's on a Sky Sports main event today. Chelsea are in 4th position, but a win today for City will keep them in that 4th position, allow West Ham, despite being on level games with Chelsea if Chelsea were to lose today, a good chance of getting into the Champions League, which would be massive for a side like West Ham, wouldn't it, to get into the Champions League? And I hope they do. Leicester looked to be bottling it, didn't they, after that 4-2 defeat to Newcastle on Friday night. And who else had a couple of bad performances up there at the top? Today, Liverpool play Southampton, don't they? They're trying to battle to get into their Spurs. Have had a terrible performance against Leeds, lost 3-1. So it's not all sunshine, is it, for the teams around there that are trying to battle for that? It's still a tough race between them. And it's hard to see who's going to get here, really. I think it's a very hard one to predict the top 4, because things can change in these last 4 games. Margaret's here. Margaret's going for a 2-1 to Manchester City. I think Sophie also went for a 2-1. I think that's definitely the most commonly predicted scoreline, isn't it? 2-1. Everyone always seems to say 2-1. You expect the other side to score. Maybe it's the safest scoreline anyone can ever predict, a 2-1. 3 goals isn't that many, is it, in football? You can predict them to score 1 goal, the other team to score 2. At least you're predicting a win then. Maybe it is the safest scoreline in world football. Also, now we've hit 1,000 subscribers. There should be some little bits of extra things you can do in the live chat. Maybe, you can have your comments pinned to the top of the live chat. You can actually get stickers as well for yourself and become like a member, I think, with stickers. I'm not, entirely got my head around the whole idea of stickers and super chats yet. If you guys have used them before, maybe you've got your head around them. But that is a possibility now in the live chats. So you can continue to support this channel. Ender's here. Hello to you, Ender. Hope you're doing well. Hope we're about to see Manchester City win the Premier League title today. Of course, it's not vital. I mean, if City were to lose today, it's not the end of the world, is it? We'll have to see. Andrew's here as well. He's gone for a 2-0 to Manchester City. Big game. It's a big game, I think, for both sides to sort of work each other out, isn't it, for the final? I think probably on both sides' minds is the final more than anything else, isn't it? I don't think they'll be worried about the Premier League. Although Chelsea know they need top 4, don't they, if they were to, lose the final. Whereas City, if they were to lose in the final, they'll still get the Champions League football, as the chances are they will win the Premier League. Dogs hate me, says hi. Hello to you, dogs hate me. Why do dogs hate you? Why not cats? What have dogs got against you? Why does Rudiger have a mask? Apparently he suffered a facial injury in the Chelsea game. I don't know if it was in the Real Madrid first leg, but he did wear it in the second leg, didn't he, the Champions League? Some sort of facial injury. Could be a broken nose, something like that. The players are in the tunnel now. Chelsea in their dark blue today. City, of course, in the sky blue as usual. And the new City kit is going to be released. Is it on the 13th? I think it's on the 13th, isn't it? It's going to be released, next year's kit, the day Sergio Aguero scored that goal against QPR. Going to be honest, it's not the nicest kit, is it? It's in sort of celebration of the 93-20, that time when Sergio Aguero scored the goal. And the kit is actually like got digital design in it as if it's a clock face. Saying 93-20. And I thought it was rather ironic, really, because the clocks in the grounds would only go to 90 minutes. They wouldn't show the 93-20, which is a bit of an interesting thing, isn't it? But that's what they've gone with. Raheem Sterling leads out the boys today. Captain. Diaz the only one, I think, in Edison that keep their place from that midweek game. You guys English, says Dog Saber. Yep, I'm English, don't worry. Maybe if you're not, you don't understand me, let me know. Is it actually a 3 at the back, Emil Smith? I think it is a 3 at the back. It's hard to know, isn't it? We could have Ake at left back and Mendy at left wing. It's not worth racking your brain sometimes around these Pep sort of formations. Just let him get on with it. We'll see what Sky Sports say they think it is. Going to come on our screen now. So they've gone with Edison in goal, of course. Sky think it's a back 3 of Diaz, Laporte and Ake as well. So Sky also agreeing with me here. They've gone with probably Cancelo and Mendy as the wing backs. Well, actually, they've gone with Mendy and Ferran Torres as the wing backs and Rodri and Cancelo in that midfield, which is pretty likely, actually. That's another thing that I saw that I thought could be possible. And then that Jesus, Aguero and Raheem Sterling narrow front 3. Ake used to play for Chelsea and Bournemouth, beat them 3-0 and Ake scored in 17-18 season. Well, hopefully Nathan Ake has a good game today. Back in there against his old side, came through the Chelsea youth team, didn't it? As for Chelsea, let's see how Thomas Tuchel has lined up his side. We've already gone through it, but we'll see what Sky say for the formation. So, of course, Edouard Mendy in goal, who had a fantastic game, didn't he? Like prime Neuer, wasn't he, against Real Madrid? They've got Spilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger in their back 3. James Gilmore, N'Golo Kante and Marcus Alonso in that midfield 4. Maybe City have matched them. And then Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic up top. Dogs 8 says, should we be disheartened if we lose? We lose the bragging rights. I suppose, but, I mean, if City were to lose this game, it's not that big of a deal, is it? You know, they can still win the league. They still only need 2 points. So a win next week against Newcastle would hand them the Premier League title. And also, it might give Chelsea that boost of confidence going to the final, which doesn't help them because City will have a totally different team, totally different tactics. And they could, I mean, City should be winning the Champions League final, shouldn't they? Whether they will or they won't, I'm not going to say I'm entirely confident about it because the way City have performed historically in the Champions League, despite being different this season. But, you know, it still doesn't mean it's all going to work out. Pep Guardiola comes out the tunnel, shakes hands with Tuchel, or bumps fist as they do now. The last time Pep wore that, didn't you lose to United? I think it's the Open Arms jersey. Yeah, probably. Maybe it's unlucky. We'll see how it goes. And Dog Saper says Chelsea fans will go crazy over the internet if they win. Yeah, they might do, but, you know, in the end, City will have won the Premier League, probably. And City, you know, got a great chance to win the Champions League. Of course, Chelsea have as well. But, yeah, the Chelsea fans will be very happy if they won this game, won't they? It feels like Thomas Tuchel's completely changed it around. But don't forget, Sergio Aguero has been ridiculous for City, hasn't he, against Chelsea in recent times. I was there at the game when he scored that absolute rocket last season into the top corner. Or was it last season? The season before, wasn't it? It was the season before that one. Last season was when City put in a very sort of professional performance where they didn't have much of the ball, but Mahrez's wonder goal sort of gave us that I think it was level at 1-1, wasn't it? And then who was it who scored the winner? Was it Kevin De Bruyne who scored the winner for City? That was an interesting game. It was the year before where City went out and won 6-0 over Maurizio Sarri's Chelsea. See, you're very superstitious there, Emil Smith-Rowe. Sterling normally performs without the undershirt. Well, he hasn't got the undershirt on today. Hopefully that works in his favour. So Manchester City versus Chelsea. I think the referees maybe Anthony Taylor today. Checks both the goalkeepers are ready as he waits to call for kickoff. Just taking his time here, Anthony Taylor. I'm not quite sure why. Players take the knee in response to the racism. It's still going on, isn't it? Raheem Sterling receiving racist abuse on Instagram, which is just, I just don't understand it, to be honest with you. They forget, you know, this is 2021 now, you know, and people are still doing that. So Manchester City versus Chelsea, live from the Etihad Stadium, and Chelsea immediately on the ball, and straight away it's looking like it's Sterling, Aguero and Ferran Torres up top, and Gabriel Jesus playing as attacking midfielder in behind. Cancelo's gone into sort of midfield, and there's absolutely no one at right back. Very odd. Cancelo's moved back to right back though. He's going to have that roller drifting inside it today, Joao Cancelo, it seems. This sort of a back 3. Ake more at left back, to be honest with you. Mendy playing all the way out there on that left wing. And that's a poor pass by Sterling to start it off. Straight out for a throw-in, miscommunication with Nathan Ake. Hopefully Ferran Torres can get a few chances, because when he's in front of goal, this young man tends to finish, doesn't he? Emil Smith-Rowe says Kante scored first, then Kevin De Bruyne and Mahrez. Yeah, that was it. I remember that Kante goal. It was Mendy not tracking him. Kante got to cross him. Put it past Edison right in front of me at my end. Where I sit. Here's Mendy. Throwing for City. Throw straight to, I think it was Ferran Torres. Came off a Spilicueta. Put it out for a throw-in. New barriers and, you know, hoardings around the pitch, isn't it, the Etihad now? They've got double hoardings. Which is interesting. And the actual images on the hoardings are split over two, so they're even bigger. Which is ridiculously big, isn't it? To see all those banners coming around the stadium. Pulisic here, foul by Benjamin Mendy. Free kick to Chelsea on the halfway line. Poor by Mendy. Nearly foul by him. Lanky's here. Lanky's gone for a 1-1 draw. Well, a 1-1 draw suits City, wouldn't it? They'd be 1 point away then from winning the Premier League. Long ball from Chelsea straight into the hands of Edison. Here's Rodri. All alone in midfield today, it seems. Although Ferran Torres is playing quite narrow, which is interesting. Here's Edison. Laporte. Good pass into Raheem Sterling. He's dropped into the midfield. Sterling on the turn now. Burst of pace. Away from N'Golo Kante, Raheem Sterling. Up against Aspilicueta. Just kicks it into Aspilicueta and they go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. Then back into Kante in midfield. He's been performing like the Leicester Kante, hasn't he? And the Kante that won Chelsea the league under Antonio Conte. He's been fantastic, the little Frenchman, this season. Also at the latter end of the season. Didn't start very well, did he, under Lampard. Many people were saying, you know, does Kante suit Chelsea? Should he leave Chelsea? Well, he's proved them wrong, hasn't he? Ferran should have passed to Aguero. Lanky says, just finished the Q&A video. You don't look 21, no offence. Do I look older than 21 or younger than 21? Like that. See, it could be a good or a bad thing. Do I look older than 21? Do I look younger? Do I look 12? Or do I look, you know, double that? Do I look 42? You let me know, Lanky. Throwing for Mendy here. Like 35. Older in my opinion. Well, I'm not 35. I'm only 21. I don't think I look 35. Here's Diaz over the top. Bit of a push on Jesus has done well. Ferran Torres is in here. Ferran. Still going Ferran. Still going Ferran. Rudiger in the back of Ferran Torres. He was put off balance there, Ferran. He should have done a lot better. He slowed down too much there, Ferran. He had Aguero making a run. It was good work from Jesus. Long ball by Diaz. Jesus left it. Ferran took it away. Great chance for Ferran Torres. Just a little push in the back from Rudiger. Nothing too much. Just enough to put him off. And Ferran sliced it over the bar. I look like someone who's a supervisor at a warehouse. Well, that isn't actually my day job, but maybe it's the career I should be in, Lanky. James Justin would have got a team in the season to the shore if he didn't get that injury. Possibly. That ACL ruined James Justin, hasn't it? Hopefully he comes back and he's good again. Kanich says, Prime Aguero or Haaland, who do you pick? Definitely Prime Aguero. Haaland's only 21, but maybe Haaland could hit the heights of Sergio Aguero. I think Sergio Aguero is one of the best players the Premier League's ever seen. Here's Mendy. Back he goes to Rodri, Nathan Ake. Chelsea have not looked dangerous so far. City look the most dangerous of the two sides. Ferran Torres is playing very narrow in that midfield, which is interesting. Daniel's gone for a 2-1 to Manchester City. Plenty of 2-1s have come in. Here's Rodri. Wide to Diaz. And they're at Laporte. All the way back to Edison here. Chelsea are pressing, but not pressing Edison. They're leaving him on his own. Edison into Diaz. Under pressure from Ziyech. Ooh, Diaz in a bit of trouble here. Nowhere to go. Clears it into Ferran. Through the back of him comes Rudiger. Free kick to Manchester City. Well done, Diaz there. So calm, isn't he, Diaz? Even like there, where he had nowhere to go. He didn't lose the ball. Kept his head. Won his side a free kick. Legend of Inmo says this is basically the final. Well, I hope the final's an interesting final. I feel like both sides have gone a little bit odd today, haven't they, in the formation, Legend of Inmo? You know, the players, Billy Gilmore being in there for Chelsea. Resting players. I know they only played a few days ago, didn't they, both City and Chelsea? Put everything into that game. Rodri here, nearly got caught on the edge of his box there. Diaz looks long. Jesus. Through the back of him comes Christensen, who heads it behind for a throw into City. Here's Rodri. Laporte. Here's Nathan Ake. Here he comes, Nathan Ake, driving forward for City. Oh, tried a ball in behind to Sergio Aguero. He's working hard to try and win it back off Reece James. Deflected away. Emil Smith-Rowe there, doing his little bit of Michael Owen commentary. And Mendy will win the Champions League and not lose today. Tell you what, Benjamin Mendy's CV is going to look absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? He's a World Cup winner, a Premier League winner, a Ligue 1 winner, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Then he won the French Cup as well. Win the Champions League. He's hardly played any games. Falling behind here by Chelsea. Well read by Aymeric Laporte. Here's Rodri. Sterling, who's dropping into that midfield a lot as well. City just saying, whoever wants to drop into midfield can do. Jesus back to Sterling. Here is Raheem Sterling. Good bit of skill by Sterling into Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus with a shot. Blocked by Aguero. Mendy with a strike. Benjamin Mendy going for it from range. Drags it wide. More like a cross, really. Should do better, maybe. Legend Mimmo says, I think Rodri and Ake are to counter Chelsea's tactics. Yeah, I think that's why they're in there. A bit of pace as well, haven't they? In Ake at the back. Rank Kimmich, Busquets, Kante and Casemiro. Ooh. I think Kimmich is top. Then I'd go Busquets. Ooh, that's a tough one, that, you know what? That is a really tough one, Lanky. I'd go Kimmich. Then Kante. Then... I'd go Kimmich, Casemiro, Kante, Busquets. Right now. But I think, you know, in previous years, I think Busquets comes top, doesn't it? I don't think he's many better than Joshua Kimmich at the moment. I think Kimmich, Casemiro, Kante, Busquets. Mendy was good versus Liverpool in 17-18. It says Emil Smith-Rowe. Yeah, he had a good game, didn't he? That was like one of, 6 games that he played all season that year. He hasn't been the same since. He looked really good, didn't he, when he first joined Benjamin Mendy. Just under 10 minutes of football played here at the Etihad. Cancelo, really nice ball into Ake. Takes it on his chest quickly. Wide to Mendy. Inside to Raheem Sterling. Chelsea are pressing well. Rodri. Diaz. Cancelo. Well done, Joao. Here's Ferran Torres. Under pressure from Rudiger. He's done really well to play out of that bit of danger there, Ferran Torres. Under pressure. Here's Raheem Sterling. Wide to Mendy. It's a poor pass by Sterling. Reece James intercepts it. Back to the goalkeeper Mendy, who clears it away. Only as far as Laporte. Calmly done by Laporte. Takes it on his chest and goes all the way back to Ederson. Leon Dortmund and Ajax based on their academy, on their youth. Not sure you're on about that. James Justin this season. Luke Shaw this season. Mendy 16-17. I mean, I don't think you could even say Mendy was good in that year. Because he hardly played, did he? I don't think he's had one full season for Manchester City. Ball forward by City, dealt with by Christensen. Jay's having a bit of a physical battle with Christensen at the moment. Not quite working. Yeah, Ake is dropping into midfield as a CDM. You're quite right there. But City are very much a 5 at the back when Chelsea are in possession. Here come Chelsea once more. Pulisic. Oh, foul by Rodri. A little bit of a kick on Pulisic. Chelsea seemed happy to take that one, although Sterling and Rodri were not impressed with that decision by the referee. Thought there was no touch on the American. Here's Gilmore. Pulisic. Reece James. Oh, good win by Rodri. Mendy. Oh, gives away to Kante. Poor by Mendy. Ziyech, shocking pass by him. Rodri in there, and he wins the ball back to Manchester City. Ake. Puts it behind for a throw. No nonsense from Ake. Wasn't sure what to do there. Didn't panic though. You just put it out of play. Here's Christensen, Rudiger. Sure, he's overrated, less assists than goals and Criswell this season. Well, I didn't know that. That's an interesting fact that Manchester United fans might not want to hear. Here's Gilmour. Rudiger. Poor pass by the German, and Cancelo intercepts to Rodri. Laporte. Back to Rodri, into Diaz. Good football from City. Playing out from the back. One-touch stuff. Edison wide to Ake. Oh, Sterling's lost it again. Got him for a tackle, though. A great tackle by Raheem Sterling on Werner. The referee says a free kick. Well, Timo Werner. Straight down there. I didn't think that was a bad foul by Raheem Sterling. We'll see it again here. Oh, he's off. I tell you what, Raheem Sterling's getting sent off here. Sterling's getting sent off. They're going to VAR this. Raheem Sterling's getting a red card for that tackle. Studs connect with the shin of Werner. I'd be very surprised if Sterling doesn't get sent off here and they don't VAR this. Well, apparently they're not, but surprised that wasn't a red card, judging by, you know, the way things have been going with VAR. Sterling dives in on there, on Werner, on the edge of the box. Could easily have been a red card. And Chelsea with a glorious chance here. Marcus Alonso, who's good from this range. So is Reece James. James more of a crosser. Alonso more of one to shoot from this range. The two full-backs. Let's see who has this one. So Alonso and James over it. The referee's letting Chelsea take the time here with this one. It's Reece James straight into the wall. Alonso, Aguero can't nick it back off him. And Chelsea go back. That was a poor free kick by Reece James. Kante, nice little sweeping pass wide to Werner. Keeps the attack alive for Chelsea. Ziyech. Lovely swing in. Nathan Ake, good defending. Really good defending from the Dutchman, and gets on the end of his own header as well. Sends it forward. It's an aimless pass to Jesus, really. Asking a lot of Gabriel Jesus there, Nathan Ake. Chelsea growing into the game. Here's Rudiger. Ziyech. Gilmour. Rudiger again. Christensen. Nathan Ake following Pulisic into that midfield area. Christian Pulisic. Ziyech. Great pass wide to James. Really nice pass. Reece James with a cross in. Good save by Edison. Into his hands. Confident goalkeeping from the Brazilian. A good chance for Chelsea there. Like I said, they are growing into this game. They're looking a bit more lively now, Chelsea. It was a good cross in. Emil Smith-Rowe says City need to up their game. They really do, don't they? At the moment, City are looking a bit slow. Less possession than Chelsea at the moment, which is unlike City. Putting a lot of, you know, fizzing the ball on around a lot, really, in this sort of right-hand side of the pitch, defensively, City. Between Diaz, Varane, Rodri, Cancelo. But it's getting the ball forward. That's the part they're struggling with. They've got 4 strikers on the field today. Varane's drops into the midfield. Well done, Ferran Torres. Cancelo. Into Rodri. Wide to Mendy. City got a bit of an overload on this left-hand side. Benjamin Mendy, can he find a pass? Sterling. Rodri. Just playing on the shoulder of the last man is Sterling and Aguero here. Here is Rodri again. Nowhere to go. Into Diaz. All the way back to Edison. Chelsea's pressing is really good. Definitely something Tuchel's installed there. At Chelsea. Oh, it's a really poor pass by Edison. Luckily, poor control from Marcus Alonso. Aguero. Under pressure. Still going Aguero. Great play by Sergio Aguero. Sterling gets the ball out from under his feet. Having a run at Chelsea here. Sterling to Mendy. Mendy cuts inside James. Back to the edge of the box. Rodri with a rocket. Deflected behind for a corner to City. He really struck that, Rodri, but Reece James getting sat down by Benjamin Mendy there. Comes off Aspilicueta's leg. I think it would have hit Sergio Aguero maybe on the way through. He's in an offside position. Rodri looks like he may have pulled a muscle though or something here. Hopefully he's okay. Do you think Leicester will be in the top floor, says Lanky? You know what? Leicester have got a historical record, haven't they? Last season as well, battling the top four. Maybe they'll do it again. Good chance, isn't they? Judging by the way they've been performing. Crossing for City from the corner. Nathan Ake with a glorious header. But it's over the bar. He's about 2 yards out there, Ake. Was contested. I'm not sure if it was him or Laporte who in the end got their head on it. We'll see it again here. Oh, Nathan Ake heads it. It's going in. And he heads it onto the back of Laporte's head and it goes over the bar. Well, Rudiger's got his arm around Ake's neck. Here's Chelsea on the counter. Werner. One-on-one with Diaz. Werner. Chance for Chelsea. Good defending by Mendy. And foul by Alonso. And Gabriel Jesus who wins City a free kick. Just on the edge of the box, sort of. Our own box. Good counts from Chelsea there. Pep was really annoyed with Aymeric Laporte. Just let Ziyech just drift past him so easily there, Laporte. Which is a shame. I mean, Laporte was our best defender, wasn't he? At one point, we said we can't play without him. We can't win a game without Laporte. And now, you don't even get in the first team. Which is a bit odd, you know. That shows how quickly things change in football. Given away by Chelsea to Ake. Jesus. Ferran Torres. Round Rudiger. Foul by Rudiger, clearly. Let's give a free kick to Chelsea somehow, the referee. It was a foul by Rudiger and Ferran, surely. Christensen takes it quickly. Spilicueta back to Kante and Spilicueta again. Aguero pressing Christensen. They go all the way back to Edouard Mendy, the goalkeeper, who's Chelsea. Not been the most exciting of games, hasn't it? These first 18 minutes or so. Nathan Ake again, high up the field, trying to stop Pulisic. Good defending by Laporte. Rodri back to Laporte. Really good work from Laporte there. That's exactly the sort of defending you want to see. Blanky says Rudiger or Zuma or Christensen. I think Rudiger's the best out of them lot, isn't it? And even him, I don't think he's that good. Rodri pulled down by Kante. And it's a free kick to Manchester City. Kante pulled Rodri down there and played a good ball through to Werner, who would have been through one-on-one with Ederson. Clear foul though by Kante and Rodri. Laporte playing through the middle of a back three today, which usually he's used to playing sort of on a left-hand side of the back three. Jesus chases a long ball by Diaz, who gets on the end of it. Cancelo back to Jesus, and to Cancelo once more. Good work by Cancelo. Rodri. Sterling. Mendy's got acres of space in his left-hand side. Sterling to Sergio Aguero. Good tackle, really good tackle on Sergio by Christensen, or is it Aspilicueta? Aguero working hard to get back. Here's Ziyech. Ball in behind to Werner. He's a mile offside, surely. Referee says play on. Werner. Ziyech had a chance to shoot there, Werner. Took a terrible touch around Ederson. Nearly run it out for a goal kick. He's kept it in. Chelsea continue their attack. Here's Reece James. Kante. Oh, foul again by Mendy. This time on Reece James. Give plenty of cheap free kicks today. Away, Benjamin Mendy. Chance for Werner here. He's onside. Oh no, he's not. He's offside. He would have been offside if he'd scored Timo Werner. Don't know how they didn't give him offside. Ball by the linesman. Could tell that Timo Werner was offside, but I mean the pace that he runs at, the German. I'm sure it's hard for him to keep up with him. Another chance for Chelsea to swing one in here. Hakim Ziyech stands over it. Got some big men in the box, haven't they? Rudiger's very good in the air. Christensen. Aspilicueta can get his head in a few chances, can he? He's not the tallest. But he's a battler, the Spaniard. And the ball comes. Ake away. Made some crucial interceptions today, Ake in the air. Pulisic. Good tackle by Sterling. Good work by Ziyech. Gives it away to Sterling, however. Sergio Aguero. Fouled by Ziyech. No. Throw into City. Just got his foot in there, the Moroccan. Lanky says, were you there when we beat Chelsea 6-0? I was, yeah. That was an incredible game. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. Remember turn to the person sat next to me and just be like, what? Another one? You just couldn't believe it. They were just, and then Aguero, when he scored that goal that he smashed in the top corner, you couldn't believe your eyes what was going on. You know, Chelsea expect to be a strong side, putting a strong performance. They just couldn't handle City on that day. Ake with the ball over the top to Raheem Sterling. Trying to hold it up, but he's surrounded by 2 Chelsea players. Every time City get the ball, whoever's on the ball, they're surrounded by Chelsea players. They're struggling. Here's Rodri. Back to Aymeric Laporte. Ruben Diaz. Jesus drops deep. Diaz doesn't find him, however. Here is Laporte. Ball over the top. Really nice ball. Searching ball to Mendy. Nods it down to Sterling. Under pressure from Kante, who's got hold of Sterling. Sterling finds Mendy. Rodri. Too slow to turn there, I feel, Rodri. Diaz on the halfway line. Cancelo. Cuts inside Joao Cancelo. Back he goes to Diaz. Diaz brings the ball forward. Swings one into Aguero, who slips. Mendy against James. Mendy's won it. It's a corner for Manchester City. Comes off Reece James. Aguero didn't quite have the legs to get in the end of that. He looks tired already, Sergio. He really does. If you give him a chance, though, a good chance he'll finish it. It's a corner for Manchester City. Their keeper's absolutely 6'6". Edouard Mendy, he's absolutely massive. And the ball comes near post. Ake again with a free header. Deflected behind by Marcos Alonso. Another corner for Manchester City. Lanky says I had the choice to go to that game on the FA Cup round of 16. I went to the FA Cup because I didn't want to see a potential loss. But you missed out there, didn't you? With a 6-0 win for Manchester City. Ake didn't head that, actually, that chance there for City. It was Alonso who headed it behind. Another corner for City. Ferran Torres in the corner. Got a good quality cross for Ferran Torres. Then he swings it again. Chance for Diaz into the hands of Edouard Mendy. Counter-attack for Chelsea. Glorious counter-attacking chance. Ziyech. Long ball in behind to Werner. Well done, Benjamin Mendy. Laporte deals with it as well there. A bit of communication with Diaz. Works out well. Rodri under pressure. Good work by Rodri. Good strength show. And Diaz into Mendy. Sort of a game where both sides have little spells, maybe 5-10 minutes, not even that, of controlling the game. Then the other team controls the game for 5 or 10 minutes. Then the other team... Oh, poor pass by Diaz there. Straight back to Chelsea. And they'll try and have another go. Chelsea now. Rudiger. Alonso. Good defending by Cancelo. Diaz. Wins his side of throw-in. Smart by Ruben Diaz. As it tends to be from him. Here's Joao Cancelo. Taking his time, Joao, on this throwing, isn't he? Finally does take it into Ferran. Heavy touch. Still manages to get it up and away to Ake on the left-hand side. Here's Sterling. Rodri. Good touch by Rodri. Well played. Then a little kick from Werner. Free kick to Manchester City. Rodri's not happy that he's just been kicked by Werner. Taylor's telling him off for Rodri being a bit unhappy with that one. Oh, Cancelo with a shocking touch to Alonso. Alonso dives on the ball, catches it. Referee buys the free kick for Chelsea. Poor by Cancelo there, really poor first touch. Let him down massively. Here's a Spiliqueta. Ball into Pulisic. Good tackle by Nathan Ake. Really good work from Ake. Then into Sterling. Raheem Sterling. Oh, shocker of a pass from Sterling. Really shocking from Sterling. Harry Reid says, how is this interactive? Well, you talk to me and I answer you. Interactive, there you go. Here's Gilmore. Alonso. Pulling behind to Timo Werner. Good tackle by Laporte. Werner's gone down as if he's been shot here. Nothing in that. Still down Werner. Hardly anything in that on Timo Werner there. I think Laporte just gets a foot on the ball. Just kicks the ball. He does touch Werner's foot. Good tackle by Aymeric Laporte. Just a throw in for Chelsea. Here's Alonso. Ziyech. Offside is Hakim Ziyech there. So City with the free kick. Just under 30 minutes played now. Like I said, both sides having a bit of a go. But at the moment, neither side really showing the sort of intent to score a goal, are they, too much? I think Chelsea have had the better chances. Werner had a glorious chance against such a poor touch. Here's Laporte, Nathan Ake. Long ball over the top, not a bad ball. One for Sergio to chase, but too much on it. Aguero hasn't quite got the legs anymore, has he, to chase that one down. Here's Rudiger. Kante. Spiliqueta brings the ball forward. Wide to Reece James. Ake slowly getting back into position here. Rodri across to Pulisic. James again on the right hand side. Kante. Gilmore. Rudiger's pushing forward from centre half. Kante again. Chelsea looking to break down City here, but City have got plenty of players back. I think everyone barring Aguero has just moved into the screen now, into the picture, to do a bit of defending on the halfway line. Here's Rudiger. Ziyech. Alonso. Good pass to Werner. Diaz dives in on Werner. Chance here for Chelsea. Rolls all the way through to Werner. Cancelo clears it away. Here's Kante once more. Wide to Ziyech. Decent cross it would look like it was going to be, but Cancelo blocked it away. Jesus on his chest. Well played, Jesus. Bodied by Gilmore. Jesus bursts away from him as well. Then plays the ball over the top. Intercepted by Christensen. Still Jesus. Sterling. Aguero just hasn't got the legs, Sergio Aguero. Just pick it up though. Cancelo. Rodri. Sterling. Nathan Ake. Here's Sterling again into Nathan Ake. Just under 30 minutes played. Both sides looking a bit slow at the moment. Cancelo. Back he goes to Ruben Diaz. Laporte. Margaret says, come on City, let's have a goal. Well, hopefully it's coming soon. At the moment, they don't look like scoring at all. Had a few chances on the counter, but haven't got the clinical enough, have they, to kill a pass. City haven't got that at the moment. Not with Sterling anyway. Laporte's telling Ake to stay far left and get a bit further forward. And that goes behind for a throw into Chelsea. Really poor pass from Laporte, giving his orders, but can't do the simple stuff himself. City are just being a bit slow, aren't they, at the moment, really, in possession. Hopefully, they pick up. But at the moment, they're not. Chelsea have probably been the better side at times today. But we'll see how it goes. Chelsea back on the ball once again. Ball in behind. which Laporte deals with. Here's Edison. Long ball forward towards Aguero. Oh, nodded back to the wrong keeper here. Jesus could beat Mendy to that one. He can't. Nearly a mistake there from Chelsea at the back. Would have been a gift to City, really. Kante, Gilmour. Ziyech slides in. There's Cancelo. Misses Ziyech. Alonso. Across the box. Headed away by Laporte. Reece James at the far post. James with a strike into Werner. It's a goal for Chelsea, but he's a mile offside, Timo Werner. Really good goal. Actually by Chelsea, but Werner was offside. I think we expected it, that he would be offside there. Looked a mile off, didn't he, Timo Werner? Lanky says, would you take James Justin at Manchester City? Well, the problem is with Justin, he's like the issues we already have. He's a right-footed left-back, isn't it? City have got plenty of them already. Maybe in Cancelo. So at the moment, I'd say no. Unless he's going to play right-back for us. But we've already got 2 quality right-backs, haven't we, at the club? Here's Laporte. Switch of play to Cancelo. Easily dealt with by Marcos Alonso. Ziyech. Gilmour. Oh, massive gap in the defence here. Here's Werner up against Laporte. Werner. Werner tries to bend one. Shocking by Werner. Really poor by the German. And also throws it to 3-1-4-2, which is the formation you played against us. I see me in Arsenal at the Etihad. Yeah, it's worked before, hasn't it, for City? It's worked before. But I think with stronger personnel, you know, you'd like to see Amara's in there today, wouldn't you, Foden? If you're expecting City to try and win the game, De Bruyne and so on. There's a reason why they're not in there. Pep's resting them. Cancelo's having a really poor game at times today. Shocking pass there. He feels like very much a confidence player, doesn't he, Joao Cancelo? When he's playing well, he's all smiles and he's confident in himself. But when he's not playing well, his head seems to drop. And then he starts to make more mistakes. Here's Diaz. Laporte. City with a bit of possession now. And City are looking strong. It's whether they can get that goal. They haven't really found that killer pass quite yet, have they, City? Which is an issue. Here's Chelsea. Chance, Pulisic. Reece James. Poor pass. Sergio Aguero back doing the defending there. Good ball into Ferran Torres. Ferran into Sergio. Looking for a counter here, City. Sergio Aguero wide to Raheem Sterling. He's onside, Sterling. City 2-on-4. Sterling. Oh, too far, Sterling. Oh, he still gets a shot off as it bobbled back to him. There was no real conviction in the shot from Sterling. Cut inside of Spilicueta. Ran straight into Kante. It fell back to him and he hit it on the volley. It's going on target towards the bottom corner, but there's no power in the shot from Sterling. It's into the hands of Edouard Mendy. Chelsea with a long ball forward, searching for Werner. Few of them today. He's their sort of outball, isn't he? He might not be the best finisher in the world, but his pace and the runs he makes are a real issue. Here's Sterling for City. Had a bit of a run at Chelsea there. Give up, didn't he, Sterling, though? Passed it straight back. Diaz. Over the top. Into Jesus. Cancelo. This game has gone incredibly slow, it feels. Usually the games, the PSG game especially, that flew by in that first half. This game hasn't at all. Okay, Laporte. Rodri just drifting around in that midfield area. Ferran Torres also dropping him. Here's Diaz. Cancelo. Back he goes to Diaz. Pep Guardiola's not happy with Cancelo at the moment. Seems to be having a lot of conversation with Joao Cancelo about his passing choice. It's not quite working for Joao. Here's Sterling. It's worked out. Jesus lays it off. Oh, shocking pass. Rodri. Cancelo. Amindu's here. Amindu's gone for a 2-0 to Manchester City. Cancelo with the ball in. Doesn't quite work out well. And Cancelo though wins it back. Well, everyone was going for goals, you know. 2-1 to City. And Mindy's gone for a 2-0 to City. At the moment, it's looking quite, you know, quite likely it's a 0-0, judging by this first half. Diaz. Laporte. Rodri. Mendy. Sterling back out wide to Mendy. Can Mendy get across? And he can. Christensen deals with it. Behind for a corner to City. Sergio Aguero was in there. Gabriel Jesus was in there. Something City haven't had for a while, is it? The striker in the box looking to try and finish chances. And Chelsea lump it away with Christensen for a corner. And City have looked dangerous on these corners. Ake's had plenty of chances from him, hasn't he? So ready to swing it in. Rodri in there as well. Cross comes in from Ferran Torres. Doesn't beat the first man. Spilicueta clears it away. Cancelo all the way back to Ederson. It's just... City have just not looked on it at all today. And you expect it with all these changes in the team. But even so... do not look like this team work together at the moment. Here's Diaz, Laporte. Ake, good touch. Into Sergio, he's dropped into a midfield role. Rodri. Cancelo, all alone on this right hand side. Cancelo straight into Alonso with a cross. Throw into City. Took one in the chest to the face there, Marcus Alonso. Approaching half time. Might be the best thing for us, really. Maybe Pep can give them a bit of a talking to at half time. Because at the moment, it's not working as it is. Nathan Ake. Wide to Mendy. Sterling dropping deep. Chelsea are reading those runs where the forwards are dropping deep, aren't they? They're reading everything City do at the moment. City can't break them down. Ake's playing nice ball in here to Sterling. Little back heel through to Mendy. Mendy a cross in. Absolutely shocking cross from Mendy. And goes in for a throw-in. And he's about 6 foot in the air as well, at least. He had Aguero in there. He had Jesus in there, Mendy. He couldn't have hit that any further to the side of the pitch or any higher, really, I don't think. You know, Aguero and Jesus had absolutely no chance. It was good work from Sterling as well. Little back heel to give Mendy that little yard of space to try and cross it in. It's not worked out. But hopefully, you know, it's a bit of confidence in it for Sterling as well, making those passes. If City can improve slightly, that would help a lot. But it's very slow from City in this first half. Really, really slow. And that's why things haven't worked really in City's favour at times. And Chelsea, however, you know, they've shown a few glimpses of being good in the counter-attack. But other than that, they've not really shown too much, to be honest with you. But we'll see, because we're close now to ending this first half. 39 minutes played. Ferran Torres. Back he goes to Diaz. Laporte. Ake. Sterling. Laporte. Ball into Jesus. Poor touch by Gabriel Jesus. Been so easy for Chelsea. So it's been easy for City as well defensively. We've not caused them problems. Well done, Laporte. Rodri. Kante in there. Give a free kick. They haven't. It's a throw into Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel's side. I think he'll be happy, you know. Although I think Chelsea need the 3 points more than City, don't they? City know 3 points will hand them the Premier League title, but a point here gives them, you know, 1 point away from being confirmed champions. Chelsea, they're in that battle for the top 4. Sides like West Ham, Leicester, Spurs, Liverpool, they'll be wanting City to win this game today, probably. Knowing that it won't make much difference if City were to win today. For City, they've already won the Premier League technically, haven't they? The way people are looking at it. However, when it comes to the top 4 race, Chelsea are very much in there. Here's Cancelo. Raheem Sterling, I mean, his shirt is being tugged and pulled all over the place by N'Golo Kante. Sterling takes it sort of quickly. Laporte brings the ball forward for City from centre-back. Ferran Torres. Cancelo. Ferran makes a good run. Cancelo into Jesus. Good run from Jesus. Good work from Gabriel Jesus, and then just knocks it behind for a throw into Chelsea. Poor by Jesus. Him and Aguero have been pretty quiet, really. Not created anything. Not been in there for the chances at all. Here's Alonso. Spilicueta. Kante. Kante with a pass out wide. Chelsea, probably the most dangerous, like we said, in those attacking areas. And City haven't been really that attacking. They've created some good chances, but it's not worked out for them. We can only hope maybe in the second half City turn up a bit better. It's hard to see, isn't it? Chelsea don't want to give anything away going into this final, and neither City, and hence why both managers have made so many changes today going into this game. And I have lost internet connection here on my laptop I'm watching the game on. So if anything's happened, you'll have to let me know, because I have not seen any of it. Emil Smith-Rowe says, what did I say, Sterling is good without the undershirt. Has he just done something good, Emil Smith-Rowe? Because I've completely lost the game. I can't watch the game anymore, so I'll see if I can sort that out. Frustrating. Hopefully I can get it on soon. But at the moment, there's nothing. Oh, we might be back here soon. We're not. He scored, Aguero assist. Well, Manchester City have scored. I've not seen it because the internet has gone down. What have I said about PlusNet before? 1-0 Manchester City, Raheem Sterling. Well, thanks for that. Sorry that I haven't been able to cover it. Been going down repeatedly in this game. Well, I can see the celebrations now. We're a bit late to the party, are we? Goal! Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. It's the captain, Raheem Sterling. Is it Christensen or Pulisic down? Looks like Pulisic is down. We'll see the replay now of the goal. I've got it back on. So wide to Diaz. Diaz plays a really nice ball over the top. And it's gone down again. Oh, my word. Well, I was about to see it there. And I've lost it. Looked like a really good ball over the top, didn't it, by Diaz. Through to Jesus. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get the game on here for a while, guys. But 1-0 Manchester City. Looked like a really good ball by Diaz over the top. I haven't seen the goal. Maybe I'll have to watch it at half time. Hopefully. But it's looking like I'm not going to get it on. So frustrating. Technology constantly lets you down, doesn't it? Constantly lets you down. You just got to put up with it. We'll see if we can get it back for the second half. But at the moment, there's no football. You guys will just have to tell me how it's done. Raheem Sterling with a goal. Zuma's coming down for Christensen. Okay. So it must be an injury. It looked like Pulisic was down to me in the little short spell I saw of a clip there. But it's good Sterling has scored. But I've not seen any of it. Absolutely none of it. City penalty now. Well, I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? Everything's gone down as soon as it starts happening. So City have now got a penalty. Emil Smith-Rowe, you're doing a better job than me. Gloria says hello for first time. Hello to you, Gloria. We're having a bit of technical difficulties here. So I can't actually see the game. But hopefully in the next seconds or so, I'll be back on. I haven't seen the City goal. Sterling scored, and apparently City have now got a penalty now. So City could be 2-0 up at half-time. Good to have you here in the live chats. Apparently it's not a penalty. Jesus went down, but the VAR has checked it. No penalty to City. I don't think it will count, said Ender. Well, VAR will check it, won't they? to see if it will be a penalty. I'm not seeing any of it, so I can't tell you. Oh, Aguero's taking if it is a penalty. He must be catching up to the top goal scorers there. Maybe he's close to levelling Andy Cole now, is he, Sergio Aguero? Is he about 5 goals away or so? Maybe he can get a few goals going into these last few games. So Sergio Aguero is going to step up to take a penalty for Manchester City. I've still not got it back on. So I'm still not seeing any of this. Although, we could be back in action right now. Emil Smith-Rowe. Aguero's missed the penalty. He's tried to dink it down the middle and he's missed it. Well, I've still not seen absolutely any of it. Thanks to Sky Go. So I don't know what's happened at all. But Aguero's missed the penalty. I don't know why he's tried to chip it then Emil Smith-Rowe. Too much confidence there. Why hasn't he just put it in the back of the net? Shocking from Sergio. Trying to be confident, isn't it? On his way out. Well, why has Sergio Aguero done that? 1 minute away from half time, I think. Are they retaking the penalty again? No, I don't think so. I think I'm a mile behind you now. I must be 2 or 3 minutes behind now. Well, I hopefully can sort this out in the second half. If I can't sort this out, then I only apologise, but I won't be able to watch it with you for the second half. Oh, stupid from Aguero. Really stupid, wasn't it? I've just seen that penalty miss. Really stupid from Aguero. They won't be happy with him for that one. I won't be happy with him there. No need to do that, Aguero. Just put it in the back of the net. Because Mendy went down to the floor, Aguero tried to chip it. He should just put it in the bottom corner. Really poor. So that's half time. Manchester City 1. Chelsea 0. A missed penalty for City. Sterling scored. I'm going to try and sort this out for the second half. I'll have a short break and so on. Maybe what his last goal to be a pen, said Lanky. Well, he should have just scored it then, shouldn't he, Lanky? Manchester City 1. Chelsea not at half time. It should be 2-0. We're back for the second half. Hopefully, I'll be able to watch the game with you guys.
to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Hello, welcome back to We Are City channel. Getting prepared for the second half. I seem to have solved the problem with the Sky Go app, so we should all be back to normal for this second half. And I actually see some of the action where everything started to get exciting, and it towards the end of the game there. And I missed it all. Luckily, I managed to catch the highlights, so I've seen the first half highlights before the second half begins. I haven't seen the Sterling goal, but I did see the Sergio Aguero missed penalty. And I've been looking on Twitter at some of the reactions. People were very, very unhappy with that, weren't they? It was just sort of, I don't know, arrogance from Sergio Aguero, was it? For whatever reason he's done that there. No, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off at half-time. It would not surprise me if Pep Guardiola says, you know what? You know, because Pep's not one to like showboating, he doesn't like arrogance. He might take Sergio off for that. Because that was shocking. And I think he's unforgivable from Sergio Aguero, really, isn't he? He shouldn't be doing that, should he? It should be 2-0 like Amindu says there. It should be 2-0 by now, he said. It should be 2-0 Manchester City. And City should be, sailing here. It should be 2-0 up at half-time. And making Chelsea come out and give City a hard time in the second half for City to sort of catch them on the counter-attack. Instead, it's 1-0. And that could be the difference between City winning the title and not winning the title today. And that's really poor from Sergio Aguero. And it's on his shoulders. It just seems like he had sort of a bad attitude about that, didn't he? It was arrogant, inexcusable, some might say. I just don't understand why he's done that. So it's really good goalkeeping as well, by the way, by the Chelsea goalkeeper. He goes down to dive, but then waits, because Aguero's yet to take the penalty, and then Aguero just chips it down the middle. And it's really poor. I've just seen Sterling's goal. That was a nice goal. Good work from Gabriel Jesus for the goal. It was a penalty. Oh, it's a strange penalty for City, however, isn't it? Didn't think it was much of a penalty, really. But that is really poor from Sergio Aguero. The fact that he's missed that penalty chance. Pep Guardiola looks so annoyed with that. So annoyed. And you can understand why he's so annoyed by that. Sergio should not be missing it. I mean, if he misses the penalty, fair enough. But in that fashion, I think that's why everyone's frustrated with him, aren't they? And I know Sergio's a club legend, but he could be... he's turning the fans on him there, isn't he, a little bit? With that sort of stuff. I think any player would receive criticism for that sort of stuff from Sergio Aguero on that missed penalty. And Sky keeps showing that penalty over and over again. And it shows, isn't it, the Panenka penalty. That's the thing with it. You have to have, some quality to do it. And you have to be certain it's going to work out. Well, Sergio is coming out for the second half, which I am surprised by. I did feel that maybe Pep would take him off at half-time because of that. Because Pep's not one to be happy with showboating like that. But maybe we see Sergio Aguero come off pretty early in this second half. City need the win today to go and lift that trophy. Kurt Zuma, of course, came on for the injured Christensen. Thank you very much to Emil Smith-Rowe in the comments. My co-commentator today, Alex, not with me. I expected him to be with me, actually. I don't know where Alex is. For whatever reason, he's not made it today. But Emil Smith-Rowe did a good job filling in for us for when we couldn't see the game. So thank you very much for that. So Manchester City versus Chelsea. Second half is underway, live from the Etihad Stadium. And hopefully City can do the same sort of thing in the second half. Make it 2-0. And see out the rest of this game. But it's always uncertain, isn't it? You don't sure what's going to happen. And this odd formation at the moment is working reasonably well for City. Chelsea have not looked too dangerous, have they, at times? So here's Aymeric Laporte. Ake. Ball over the top by Nathan Ake. Really good ball through to Sterling. Sterling inside of Spilicueta. Mendy keeps it in. Ooh. Aguero, a bit of pressing on him there. Nathan Ake is having a really good game, by the way. Cross off Reece James there by Ake. Deflected away. Chelsea on the counter. Werner knocks it down to Kante. Into Gilmour, intercepted by Jesus. Mendy. All the way back he goes to João Cancelo. Well played, Benjamin Mendy. Here is Laporte. Diaz. Cancelo. Little loft over the top down the line to Jesus. Back to João Cancelo. Here's Diaz. Laporte. Ake finding a lot of space, playing sort of a left-back position, isn't he, Nathan Ake? It's working well. Who'd have thought that you'd see Pep Guardiola fit Mendy, Ake and Laporte in the same team? 3 left-footers all up that left-hand side. Pep does not look happy at all, does he? I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sergio come off early. Juan Malio there, seeing the funny side of things, laughing. I think he was laughing at Pep's reaction, hands on the head. Just got back from the Etihad, it was crazy down there. Oh, well, that's very interesting. How was it? I know they saw a lot of fans had turned up today, they said. Which is good to see, supporting the team. Hopefully, you get back and get to see a win in this second half. Here's Edison. Good ball into Sterling, who's dropping deep. Wide to Laporte. Ake. Rodri on the turn. Slip. Still managed to play his pass over to Cancelo on this wide area. Oh, there's a ball to Ferran there, Joao. Could have played that. He was a bit uncertain with himself whether he could play that pass. Laporte wide to Ake. Shocking pass by Ake into Sterling. Aguero working hard though for the team. More than Ake. Throwing to Chelsea. A little high five for Nathan Ake as well from Guardiola, who seems to be happy with him. There was loads of police and I lost my phone. Well, that's pretty bad if you've lost your phone. I read that there was lots of police, but I'm unlucky with that one. Can't be happy with that one. Maybe someone will, return it to a lost and found somewhere, a nearby, is it Mary D's that's near the ground or something like that? Maybe someone will turn it in. You hope for that anyway, haven't you? Here's Kante. Aspilicueta. Kante again. Good work by Pulisic. Ziyech. Great ball. Good interception by Cancelo. Werner then, unaware of his surroundings. Oh, the police have it. Oh, well, maybe they'll return it to you. They should return it to you, surely. Unless it's evidence in a criminal offence. Which it might be, I suppose. Spilicueta through the back of Sterling. Referee says no free kick. Kante. Here's Gilmore. Rudiger. Spilicueta. Rudiger again. Zuma. Spilicueta once more. Gilmore. Alonso. Oh, Werner's in behind here. Diaz is on him. Werner. Werner with a strike. Into the side netting. They found it for me. Oh, that's good then. That's good that they found it for you. I think Werner is just offside there. Tried to cut inside Diaz. Hit his shot, dragged it into the side net, didn't he, Timo Werner? Here's Laporte. Rodri. I think that's the thing, isn't it, with mobile phones? You wouldn't walk around the street with maybe £500 in cash in your wallet because you think, oh, what if it gets nicked? But your phone, it's basically like £500, isn't it? Here's Aguero. Emil Smith Rowe says, did it fix? Yes. I've got the Sky Go app working once again, so I can watch the game. I've seen the goal and the missed penalty. Cancelo can't keep that one in. Throwing to them. I've learned my lessons, hit my pockets up. Yeah, definitely. Especially with an expensive thing like a phone in your pockets. I would keep your pockets zipped up. Especially when you're jumping around and things. Long ball over top to Werner here. Laporte on the chase. Werner gets there ahead of Laporte. Takes on Laporte. Laporte just takes it off him. Oh, and then Laporte takes it round Werner. Wonderful stuff for my merit, Laporte. Calm as you like from the Frenchman. Mendy into Sterling on this wide left-hand side. Sterling. Long ball over the top. Ferran. Oh, Ferran knocks it down to Aguero with a strike. Ferran should have left that. Jesus was bursting in behind. He nodded it down to Sergio instead. He had a shot. Tame shot towards Edouard Mendy. Great atmosphere was so good. It's good to get back, isn't it? I'm sure you enjoyed that. It's good to feel the atmosphere again. It feels so long, doesn't it? Going to a football game. Being with the fans. Here's Chelsea in the attack. Reece James. Good little cut back to Ziyech. From range. Into the hands of Edison. Straight down the middle from Hakim Ziyech. Diaz. Cancelo. Well played, Joao. Then to Jesus. Jesus round Rudiger. Free kick to Manchester City. Flicks it round, Rudiger. Gets taken out. Rudiger's unhappy with that decision, but it's a clear free kick, wasn't it, for Manchester City? Nothing you can really argue with. Here's Aymeric Laporte. Had a decent game today, Laporte. From what I've seen in that first half. Ball over top by Laporte. Aguero on it. Here's Sergio Aguero. Into Sterling. Sterling. Can't get round Aspilicueta. Takes an arm in the face. Does Sterling. He's not happy with that. Threw his arm out of Raheem Sterling. Nothing in that. Aspilicueta put his arm across Sterling, but nothing too bad. Here's Jesus. Jesus, the strike. Poor shot. I've missed it, not going to lie. You can tell who the thugs are, yeah. They're always, you know, with football, you always get the hooligans, don't you? Wherever you go. Any team, there's always a few. Here's Zuma, wide to Aspilicueta, 53 minutes played. Second half feels a bit more lively than the first half. Mendy's just been absolutely blitzed by Benjamin Mendy here. By Reece James, sorry. Nathan Ake's back there defending, however. Well done, Ake. Mendy. Never seen someone turn so slow, to be honest with you. Even Rodri, mate. Rodri. Mendy makes Rodri look like a Ferrari. You know, compared to a Vauxhall Corsa or something, honestly. The way he turned then was shocking. Reece James just knocked it round him and off he went. Here is Laporte. Still Laporte. Bringing the ball forward. Sterling. Into Varane. Back to Laporte again. Come on, Varane. You need to turn in those positions. Sterling once more. A little step over away from Aspilicueta. Sterling. Still Raheem Sterling. Still Raheem Sterling. Try to do too much, Sterling. Runs into about 4 or 5 Chelsea players. Here's Ziyech. Great play by Ziyech. Gilmour. Back it goes to Zuma. Sterling trying to do too much at the moment, but the forward line, especially Sergio, is not very mobile, is it? Not making the runs for him to try and find passes. They all want it to feet. No one wants it in behind at the moment. Here's Aspilicueta. Pulisic. See space, he'll run into it, Pulisic. Well done, Nathan Ake. Although Werner might get the end of this one, he won't. Ake's had a really good game on that left-hand side. Really good game. Probably man of the match so far, wouldn't you say, Nathan Ake? Here's Aymeric Laporte. Bringing the ball forward. Diaz. Laporte again. What are you doing for the Champions League final? I'm thinking, depending on how the restrictions work in the UK with the COVID restrictions, I might have a few of us here and we'll watch the game on the camera. So we'll put the screen will like it does now, but we'll have a small corner of it maybe on camera. And we'll see if a few of us, a few City friends of mine, will want to watch it with me. Mendy with a tackle on Reece James there. I think it's a free kick to Chelsea, maybe a throw-in. But I think that might be quite interesting to see us there. Although, I won't like to see us when, if they lose. I won't be too happy about that one. Here's Rudiger. Good ball into Ziyech. Got the run on Diaz here. Diaz staying with him though. Ziyech. Well done, Joao Cancelo. Lanky asks, how much would City get for Mendy? I don't know. A packet of Walker's salt and vinegar? You'd be lucky to get any money for him. Not much, he says, yeah. I don't think we get much for Benjamin Mendy. Be very lucky if anyone would buy anything, you know. Lanky thinks 20 million. I think you'd be lucky for 20. I think it's a sort of, you remember Wilfred Bonney situation, or there was a few that year, wasn't there? Jovetic. When City wanted rid of him, what they ended up doing was just loaning him out. Just keep loaning him out until eventually someone bought them. Even Mangala, they let him go on a free in the end, didn't they? despite giving him a contract extension, hoping someone would buy him for money. Hoping they'd get the money back on them. Good ball over the top here by Diaz to Jesus. Edouard Mendy off his line. It's a heavy pass, however. Hypnotic thinks 20p. Maybe. You'd be lucky if someone pays 20p for him, I think. Zuma's looks alright since he's come on for Chelsea, hasn't he? I've always thought he's quite a good player, Kurt Zuma. Bit of an odd one, really. Did he get injured? Lanky says a Fredo bar for every fan. Here's Reece James. Kante. Connor Wright says only 10p. It's going lower here. Oh, they took a deal. 10p's a deal, apparently, for Benjamin Mendy. Well, Pulisic up against Mendy here. Skip past Mendy. Rodri and Kante having a bit of a battle here. Well done, Kante. Really well played, Kante. Into Pulisic. Takes it back. Reece James. Kante. Pulisic. James again. Werner drifted into the box. We've packed the box today for Chelsea. They've struggled to attack us. Really have. Not really given much space in behind either. Rudiger drives forward, however, here from centre-back. Alonso. Gilmore. Oh, shocking touch by Ziyech. He's going to have to play that. Ref says play on. Looked like it went out there, the ball. Keeps Zinchenko there for now. He's done well. He has done well, hasn't he? I think he's done really well, Zinchenko. I'd much rather see Zinchenko stay than Mendy. Oh, well done, Ake again. Intercepting a pass. I think man of the match by far is Nathan Ake today. He's been fantastic in that left centre-back position. Rudiger gives the ball away. Gets a bit lucky. Good tackle, Cancelo. He's missed it. Alonso's through here. Good block by Ruben Diaz. Nothing gets past him, does he? Throw into Chelsea. Not even a corner. Alonso looks to fire it across the box there, but Diaz sliding in as he does. Makes a really good tackle. A good block. Here's Alonso. Into Werner. Up against Diaz. Alonso still. Oh, it's found its way to Ziyech. Pulisic. Ake misses it. Reece James with a strike. Bounces off Mendy. City living dangerously here. Spiliqueta with a good cross in, but into the hands of Ederson, who quickly rolls it out to Gabriel Jesus. Counter for Manchester City, possibly. Jesus. Oh, Jesus gives it straight back to Alonso. Says to Chelsea, go on, attack us again. Alonso. Pulisic. Pulisic! Oh, over the bar. Not far wide from the American. That was shocking from Jesus. Really poor from Gabriel Jesus. Bro, you can take my video and put it on the channel if you want from the Etihad bus arrival. That'd be very interesting, that. Maybe I could, you know, put it in maybe the Champions thing. If you want to send it on email, the email's at wearecitysupercity at gmail. Wearecitysupercity at gmail.com. If you can remember that. Connor Wright, who's better in your opinion, Cancelo or Walker? Depends what sort of game. I think definitely in a game where, you know, like a West Brom or someone where you need someone who's got that attacking quality to break a side down, I think Cancelo. But in a big game where you want someone to be a bit more defensively solid, then I'd go for Kyle Walker. It's at wearecitysupercity at gmail.com. It's if you go in the About section, actually, on the channel, and go to Contact, and it'll say, like, Business Inquiries, you can click View. It should come up there as well if you can't quite remember it. But yeah, send it over and I'll try and use it in a video. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Maybe if City win this game today and they confirm champions, I can do a little, I might do a short video for next week saying, you know, City are champions, well done City, and I'll put it in there. Here's Rudiger. Ziyech. Or even send it to us on her Twitter or Instagram, either one. I should be able to save it from there as well if you don't want to send it to the email. Yeah, that's the email. That's the email. But if you want to send it on Twitter or send it on Instagram, you should be able to. Yeah, that's the right email. But if you want to send it somewhere else, you definitely can do. Twitter or Instagram is fine as well. Whichever's easiest for you. Here's Rodri. Brings the ball forward, does Rodri. Cuts back. Oh, lost the ball here, Rodri in a terrible position. Chelsea 4-on-3. Ziyech. Pulisic. Space for Aspilicueta. Hakim Ziyech. Goal for Chelsea. Goal for Chelsea, and that is down to Rodri. Shocking from the Spaniard in midfield. Gives the ball away cheaply. That might be a reason why he doesn't start in a Champions League final, Rodri, doing stuff like that. Really poor from Rodri. Really, really poor from Rodri. I don't know why he's done that. Don't know why Rodri's done that at all. Just really poor. I don't know what he's doing there. I really don't know what Rodri's doing there. Gives the ball cheaply away in midfield. Doesn't get back. Doesn't work hard enough to win the ball back for City. And City are back level 1-1 now. And Aguero's missed that penalty as well. Two players have really let the side down today. So 62nd minute that goal came. Here's Pulisic. Chelsea with a bit of energy with them now. Bit of confidence. Kante. Rudiger. Gilmour. Bringing the ball forward. Rudiger again. Reece James. Maybe City won't be confirmed Premier League champions after today's game. They would have been if it was 3 points. But they're throwing it away here. Is N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. Kante sits it up. Cancelo away. Gilmour. Good tackle by Rodri. This is really poor from City. Really, really poor from Manchester City. Completely let himself down. Here's Reece James. On a throw-in for Chelsea here. City are struggling. Good run from Werner. Just ghosting behind the whole defence there is Kante. Aspilicueta. Chelsea looking the better of the two sides at the moment. Rudiger. Alonso. Gilmour again. Rudiger. Manny says, hi, I've just arrived. I was busy, looked at the lineup and I was disappointed. Yeah, I think we all were pretty disappointed. I think Pep doesn't want to give anything away, does he? To Chelsea, to the manager Tuchel before the Champions League final. But he can't be happy with how his side performed today. He really can't be. The arrogance of Aguero to dink that penalty. Just the naivety of Rodri to run the ball into midfield and lose it. And then not get back. Here is Rodri. Wide to Mendy. Does keep it in. Sterling, well done. Beats Aspilicueta but can't beat Reece James. Poor from City. Chelsea have had 8 touches in our box in this second half. City have had a touch in the Chelsea box. Okay. Oh, wins a throw in for his side, but he's slow to react there, Nathan Ake. Wasn't aware of Kante being on him. I think Pep's looking to make changes. You can see why. Looks like Phil Foden and Ilkay Gundogan are the two coming on. Two good decisions, that. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Cancelo. Jesus again. Rodri. Sterling. Rodri. Into Nathan Ake. Sterling again. Back into Laporte. Laporte again. City taking it slow. Here is Laporte. Ferran's made a good run. Great space for Jesus. Aguero's in behind here. Shocking pass from Jesus to Aguero. Corner ball. Alonso clears it behind. Killer ball's not been there today. We've lacked that killer pass all game. So a first substitution for Chelsea. It's the Italian Jorginho who comes on for that hard-working Frenchman, N'Golo Kante. Been all over the pitch again today. Worked really hard. I can see why Tuchel's decided to rest him. Jorginho, more of a player who can play a killer pass than Kante. Known for his ability to make a team tick, really. A metronome. He was referred to in his time at Napoli under Maurizio Sarri. Ferran Torres with the corner. Crossed in. Rodri in there. Poor by City. Counter for Chelsea. Ziyech. Still going Ziyech. Werner. Chelsea counter us. Cancelo. Good tackle on Timo Werner. He's gone down again like he's just had his leg snapped once more. Play on. Oh, the referee stopped play. Well, it's not a head injury. So what's up with Timo Werner? Oh, he's claiming it's a head injury. Oh, it was a bit of a foul by Cancelo, really, wasn't it? But Werner makes the most of it as usual. As he has with everything in this game, the German. Did look like a foul by Cancelo. He didn't really get a full foot on the ball. He's claiming he's bleeding from the mouth, Timo Werner. And two substitutions coming on for Manchester City. So it's Foden and Gundogan. Pep's still waiting to bring them on. Who is it that's going to come off? Maybe Ferran Torres. I think probably Sergio Aguero's coming off, to be honest with you. Here's Ake. Into the channel for Sterling. Spilicueta has his head literally on Sterling's legs. He's that low. Here's Sterling. Good switch to Cancelo. Come on, Joao. Taking Alonso. Cancelo. Cross in. Deflected behind by Marcos Alonso. Corner for City once again. City have looked dangerous from corners actually at times today. And Pep's making the subs at the corners. So it's Foden for Ferran. And I don't know actually. I think it's Foden for Ferran Torres and Ilkay Gundogan for Sergio Aguero. You always knew Sergio was going to come off after that penalty miss. I don't think Pep was happy with him at all. So off walks Sergio Aguero and Ferran Torres. Aguero should have had a goal. Should have put City 2-1 up. And Foden goes to take the corner. Doesn't beat the first man. Gundogan on the edge of the box. Had time and space, Ilkay Gundogan there. Falls to the edge of the box. He tries to hit it first time and it's a mile over the bar. City have not been at the best today. But with 9 changes in this side, we didn't expect that. But 3 points could have easily been ours, really. Here's Gundogan, immediately winning the ball back into Phil Foden. Definitely will make this game a bit more lively, won't he, Phil Foden for City. In the attacking areas of the field. Here's Diaz. Balling behind to Foden. Rudiger's got his hands all over Phil Foden here. Gilmour. Rudiger. Clears it away. Straight to Alonso. Well played, Rudiger. Gilmour. Werner. Good tackle by Werner. Well, Laporte, good tackle on Werner. Foot on the ball. Werner's on the floor once again. See it here once more. Laporte gets his foot on the ball. City being shocking to them, Smith Rowe. Yeah, well, this is City's third side, isn't it, pretty much? The second side. I suppose for other Premier League teams, it's pretty worrying to see City's second side with the likes of Laporte, Ake, Mendy, Cancelo in there. Sterling, Jesus, Aguero, but just don't gel at the moment, these players. Oh, Mendy's been burnt past by James again. Great cross. Timo Werner's missed the sitter. Benjamin Mendy just can't get anywhere near Reece James. Absolutely nowhere near him. Should have been a goal there for Timo Werner. It's Pulisic. It's Billy Quater. Rudiger. Little back heel. Poor by Rudiger. Be very frustrating if I saw my player do something like that. Really poor by Antonio Rudiger. This is the chance again. James, just one touch round Mendy and that's it. He's gone. Mendy, absolutely no chance to get anywhere near him. Diaz does everything to stop Werner getting to that. Good defending. Poor by City again. Chelsea are just growing into this game more and more. Here come Chelsea again. Pulisic. Good tackle by Diaz. Referee says it was a foul. Advantage played. Ziyech swings to the far post. Werner heads it the wrong way, the German. Gundogan. Mendy. City look like they've got no idea at all what to do when they get on the ball. Mendy. Ake. Rodri. Into Cancelo. Back to Rodri again. Laporte. Mendy into Jesus. Good tackle by Azpilicueta. Top player. The Spaniard. I don't particularly like his game, but he's doing really well. Jesus has gone to his left-hand side. Sterling's gone through the middle. Here's Rudiger. Alonso. Rudiger again. Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming on for Chelsea. Good attacking player, Hudson-Odoi. Jorginho. Out to Rudiger. Well played, Chelsea. Calm in possession, Chelsea. Actually look like they have some idea what to do when they get the ball. Whereas City don't. Mendy. Rudiger. Kurt Zuma's getting a lot of touches on the ball here at the moment. Between him and the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. Just passing it along their back line here, Chelsea. Here's Jorginho. Gilmour. Forward they come. Ziyech up against Ake. Foul by Ake and Ziyech. Chops him down. Free kick to Chelsea. Well, I'm sure City won't play this in the final. I hope City don't play this in the final. Substitution for Chelsea. So it's Ziyech who comes off for Callum Hudson-Odoi. To see how it goes. Hudson-Odoi seemed to start a few games, didn't he, when he first was playing for Chelsea, you know, when Tuchel came in, but since then, Tuchel's thought better. He's never really played under any manager, hasn't he? Only Maurizio Sarri was the one to really start him. Oh, Reece James has skipped past Mendy again here. Ake luckily gets a foot in, but Mendy is absolutely useless. City are playing with 10 men here. James the crossing. Werner! Great chance. Somehow he's not scored. Cleared behind for a corner to Chelsea. He had some good chances, Timo Werner. Really good chances. What a cross this is from Reece James. Mendy nowhere near him. Diaz just gets a bit of a push on him. Guides it behind then Laporte for a corner. Diaz is barking orders at his team. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the corner. And it swings. Chance. Ooh, Rudiger was in there. Cleared away by Rodri. To Sterling. Sterling on the counter here. Can he show his pace, Raheem Sterling? No, because he hasn't got any. Sterling. Wide to Mendy. He can't show his pace. Mendy. Ball over the top to Jesus. Actually a nice ball by Mendy. Jesus takes on Gilmour. Jesus. Jesus! Oh, good work from Gabriel Jesus. But you can tell what Jesus' problem was. It was the finish. Blazes it wide after some good work from the right hand side. Just can't kick a football, can he, when it comes to shooting on goal, Jesus. Poor by the Brazilian. When it comes to the finish as usual. We've not seen anything we didn't know in today's game, have we? You know, anything to worry about, really. When the team was announced, you see the changes. Oh, Rodri getting bullied again here. Into Ake. Laporte. All the way back to Edison, go City. Here is Edison. Well, City wanted to be crowned champions today. At the moment, it's not going to happen. Edison. Gundogan. Laporte. On his left foot. Swings it forward into Jesus. Really nice pass. Jesus. Who's offside. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Gabriel Jesus offside. Who'd have thought? Don't know how he's offside in that position when he's come all the way to the halfway line to pick it up. But he's still offside, Gabriel Jesus. Born offside. Here's Jorginho. Phone's been quiet since he came on. Here's Werner. Werner's in here. Werner. Round Edison. Timo Werner scores for Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. Shocking from City. Well, they might be offside. The ref will look at this again. Oh, he's a mile off. He's a mile offside, Timo Werner. He's a mile offside. He will be disallowed. No need to worry. And Alexander Zinchenko comes on for Manchester City. Off comes Mendy. That tells you all you need to know what Pep Guardiola thinks of Benjamin Mendy. He's just absolutely useless when he gets on the field. He really is. He might offer something in the dressing room. Clearly he does. The players seem to like him. He brings energy, you know, comedy to the players. But we don't want a professional Twitter, player, do we? Or a professional player someone that just comes in and makes everyone happy in the dressing room. I'm sure people can do that anyway. We want somebody who's good on the pitch as well. And Benjamin Mendy certainly isn't that player. Been shocking again today. Absolutely shocking. Here's Jorginho wide to Rudiger. Gilmour under pressure here. Foden wins it, but he goes straight through to Pulisic. Chance for them on the counter here. Pulisic. Werner's peeled off. Pulisic. Pulisic. Wide to Reece James across the box. Goal for Chelsea. Callum Hudson-Odoi scored, but he's offside apparently. It's another goal for Chelsea. Whether it's given or not, the referee says offside here, but I think it's on. He's onside. He's onside, Callum Hudson-Odoi, surely. Oh, he's not. He's not onside. He's offside. Is he offside? His knee's offside. Unlucky, Callum Hudson-Odoi. You're offside. I think it is offside, that one. Chelsea deserve to be 2 or 3-1 up here. City have been shocking. Yeah. He's a mile offside when they put it like that because they've obviously used his elbow, which he can't score with. But they've said he's offside, so still 1-1. Chelsea have had the ball in the net twice now. Should be 3-1 Chelsea. They've battered City today. And City should have been 2-0 up at half-time. And that means a different game in the second half, doesn't it? Good ball over the top by City. Here's Raheem Sterling in behind. Sterling! Sterling! What a tackle by Zuma. What a tackle by Kurt Zuma. Sterling took too long to unleash the shot. By which time Kurt Zuma had already tackled him. If Sterling had shot about an hour before, he might have scored there. Shoot, 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 shoot. No, he waits about 5 attempts before he does shoot, in which time Kurt Zuma's already tackled him. Chelsea have been the better side by far in this second half, all over City. Here's Zuma. Back to Edouard Mendy. City will be lucky to get a point here. Be very lucky to come away with a point here. They've been that bad. Edouard Mendy. Wide to Rudiger. Rudiger brings the ball forward for City. Werner's in behind again. Laporte's lost him. Werner. Oh, Alonso slips. Lucky City there. Diaz. Foul on him by Callum Hudson-Odoi. Free kick to City. City just don't look like they know what to do when they get the ball, do they? They're clueless. Rodri. Is that a shocker? Absolute shocker as Rodri in that midfield. Here he is, Rodri. Again, no options, no ideas from the team. Rodri saying to everyone, some movement. I need a passing angle. I need a pass. There's nothing. Laporte, Zinchenko. Gundogan, Zinchenko again. At least we've got a sort of tidy fullback. I mean Zinchenko. I wouldn't say he's quicker than Mendy actually. But I'm not quite sure. I think it's his mind that works quicker than Mendy's. Ball over top by Laporte into Jesus on his chest. Zinchenko in a wide area. In behind to Gundogan. Jesus. Jesus still. Rodri. Wide to Joao Cancelo up against Alonso. Cancelo on his left foot. Rose head from Joao Cancelo. Shocking from him. He's been poor as well. 83 minutes played. Really poor from City today. Another goal kick for Chelsea here. Chelsea have been much the better side, haven't they? So much better than City today. City have been really, really poor. Here's Edouard Mendy. Zuma. Spiliqueta. James. Spins and send it long. Ake deals with it. Behind for a throw-in. Reece James picks it up. Pep's giving his directions to the team. So is Tuchel for Chelsea. I think he's expecting a win for his side here. I think he'd be disappointed for only a point, Thomas Tuchel. James up to Rudiger. On his chest. Oh, Pulisic has lost it here. Foden, Sterling. Raheem Sterling. Wide to Ilkay Gundogan. Bit wide though. Gundogan to the near post. Foden flashed it across the box. Just couldn't get a decent connection on it, could he, Phil Foden? If he could have been going in that one. It was Pulisic who was caught. Sterling managed to work it wide to Gundogan. A little bit too heavy for Gundogan, but he got it across the front post. Foden does get a touch on it, but not enough of a connection, Phil Foden. Player of his quality. Probably expect him to get a bit of a heavier touch on that, really. Here's a Spiliqueta over the top. Hudson-Odoi. Ball and Nathan Ake throwing to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola still talking on that sideline. Trying to get his team to get that goal here. It should be 2-0 up. I mean, Chelsea should have had 3 goals as well, but City should have been 2-0 up at half time. I think that makes it a totally different game, doesn't it? So much tougher for Chelsea to get back into this one. Rodri, Foden. Here's Phil Foden bursting, driving at the Chelsea defence. Cancelo, cross, Rudiger, deflects into Jesus. Gundogan on the volley. Blocked away. Somehow fell to Gundogan there after a couple of deflections. Here's Jesus with a throw-in. Ake. Oh, shocking touch by Ake. And City are in trouble. City are in big trouble. Really poor from Nathan Ake. Werner. Into Pulisic. Look at the space for Chelsea on that left-hand side here. Marcus Alonso. Gilmour does find Alonso. Cancelo across to him. Gilmour. Nice pass into Hudson-Odoi, dealt with by Ake. Rodri in there. Foden as well. And here's Gundogan. Looking to Jesus on the counter, but he knows that Jesus doesn't have the quality really to beat a man like that. Not with pace anyway. Here's Foden. All the top to Sterling. Zuma. Oh, he's lost it. Raheem Sterling. Oh, he's down the box. It's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty to Manchester City. Sterling about to shoot. Zuma straight through the back of him. Surely VAR will check this. It's got to be a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. Sterling's going to shoot there if he wasn't pushed in the back by Zuma. Surely that's getting given as a penalty through VAR. Surely that's getting given as a penalty through VAR. Apparently not. Well, that was a penalty if I've ever seen one. Sterling would shoot if he didn't get his legs taken by Zuma. Zuma nowhere near the ball. I don't know how Anthony Taylor's not give that. Oh, and Alonso's in here. Alonso! Oh, he went for goal himself, Marcus Alonso. Should have crossed it for Chelsea. Pep Guardiola's not sure how that's not a penalty. He's still complaining about that. Chelsea go up the other end and nearly score. Marcus Alonso went for goal for himself, didn't he? Went for the glory. This has got to be a penalty on Sterling, hasn't it? It's got to be a penalty on Sterling. I don't know how it's not been given, really. Kurt Zouma takes his legs. VAR's not even checked it. Andrew says, what is VAR doing? They're on a coffee break, I think, VAR. Here's Jesus. Lumps it forward. Sterling gets his head in it. Phil Foden. Not quicker than Reece James. Mendy's out of his goal. Throwing to City. Panic there for Reece James. Throwing to Foden. Takes on Gilmore. Well played, Billy Gilmore. Foden can beat him. Alonso into Pulisic. Chelsea look like the side that'll nick it though on the break. Jesus. Bad tackle that by Jesus. So get a yellow card for that one. Bad foul on Pulisic. Just took his knees. I think Gabriel Jesus there. Pulisic went to go around him. Just stuck both his legs out. Jesus said, you're not going anywhere. You're not going past me. Jesus just checking on Pulisic now, making sure he's okay. I think he will be okay, the American. That's him like he's just had his kneecap broken. I think he'll be fine. But I still can't believe that wasn't a penalty for Raheem Sterling at the other end. Strange decision from Anthony Taylor. Well, not from the Salford Red Anthony Taylor. But maybe a strange decision from VAR not to maybe give that. Here's Jorginho. Ball over top to Hudson-Odoi. It's past Ake. Still going. Oh, into the hands of Ederson. Ederson looks for a counter for City. Hudson-Odoi's down. Ake kicked him in the process. Gundogan. Rodri. Zinchenko. Come on, City. Let's nick this now. Be undeserved, but let's nick it. Rodri. Terrible pass by Rodri. What is he lumping it up to Phil Foden for when he's up against Rudiger? It was over it as well, the pass, which I've got to say, but what is that pass from Rodri? Here's Reece James. Oh, Pulisic just got there at Zinchenko. James still. Rudiger. In acres of space in his left-hand side. He's going to drive this ball forward for Chelsea. Here's Antonio Rudiger. Chelsea want those 3 points to get top 4. Alonso. Cross in. Cancelo blocks. Alonso straight through the back of Cancelo. And Diaz deals with it. Longy sends it. Only as far as Jorginho. Chelsea looking to win this game now. Maybe City could get it on the counter. Maybe City should have got it through the penalty. It wasn't given. But Sergio shouldn't have missed the first half penalty, should it? I think that one was more of a penalty than the actual penalty that was given. Which is an odd one. Here's Gilmore. James. This is Guardiola's fault, says Manny. Yes and no. There's a reason he picked this team. Werner across the box here. Chelsea! And they've scored. Marcus Alonso. It's been coming. It's deserved for Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. And Manchester City have lost. 92nd minute goal from Chelsea. From Marcus Alonso. Gives Chelsea the 3 points. And gives Chelsea City no points. And they've only got themselves to blame. Only got themselves to blame for this dire performance today. Manny's right, poor performance. Sergio Aguero. He's at a big fault for this one, isn't he? Big fault for this one. Well, well done, City. You've thrown it away at the end. Good football from Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi takes an Ake. Ball in behind Laporte, who's absolutely clueless. Werner gets round him. Across to Alonso. Bit fortunate. I'm not sure if it comes off Alonso or Hudson-Odoi. I think off both of them, really. Over the top of Edison into the back of the net. Poor defending. Diaz couldn't do anything to stop it either. What a shambles, says Sheba. Yeah. Typical City, you call it. Pep can't trust these players. We've got a first team, but outside the first team, everyone else is useless. So City have got to go and beat Newcastle now, haven't they, to win this Premier League title. Here's Zinchenko. Ball over the top. Cleared away by Rudiger. Gundogan. City don't even look bothered, to be honest with you. No fight from the team today. Definite lack in quality in the likes of Mendy, Rodri, Laporte. I knew when Aguero missed, said Sheba, he would probably come back to us. Well, yeah. He shouldn't have made it. Why did he dink it down the middle? You tell me. Pure arrogance of Sergio Aguero. Pure arrogance. Full-time whistle blown. 2-1 defeat for Manchester City. Shocking performance. I wouldn't blame Pep. I'd blame some of the shocking players we've got in our team. What do you expect? Sergio Aguero. Arrogant Sergio decided to chip his penalty, didn't he? We forgot to defend. And that's how it works. Well, City will probably go and win it next week anyway. Won't they, against Newcastle? If they don't, maybe things get a little bit worrying, don't they, for City? So full-time, Manchester City 1, Chelsea 2. A couple of 2-1 predictions, but not in the way of Chelsea. So no one got this one right. Should have been 2-0 at half-time. The players can only blame themselves for that performance. Absolutely shocking. Thanks very much for watching. Sadly, I missed the exciting parts in the first half, didn't I? I only got to see that second half where Chelsea are the better side. And the chances are, I tell you what, Chelsea have got a good chance of it in that Champions League final. A very good chance. Probably a better chance than City on the way they played today against City. So like I said, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.